Alright guys, trying something a little bit new today. Just going to take you through my snatch and my clean and jerk workout. This is meat week for a lot of the people. I'm not doing the meat, so the goal is just to work up to 85-90% on the snatch and the clean and jerk. Probably go closer to the 90% on the snatch side, and then maybe 85% on the clean and jerk side. But I always start off with some technique, so we're going to do some tall snatches to start. And we'll kind of go from there. Oh. Oh. Hips are tight. Little bit of, what's that, elbow tendonitis here. Okay, feels a little better on the snatches than the jerks and the cleans, but really just comes down to making sure I warm up properly, slacking a little bit there, and kind of just add it up. But it's feeling better, so we'll kind of see how today goes with the elbow. It's one of my favorite techniques for the snatch. Just working on using the upper body, get ourselves under the bar. Yeah, something I've been really trying to focus on the snatch is just not thinking too much, not trying, lifting to, the tendency to lift not to miss. And I'm just trying to lift to make lifts, and whatever happens, happens. It's been paying off though. I feel a lot stronger in the snatch than I have ever. That's better. Better on that last one. So I'll usually do about 4 sets, 3 to 4 reps here. Nothing heavy. Just try to get comfortable pulling myself under the bar. But yeah, so this is now we'll start working our way up in the snatch. I lift in pounds. I know it's like, when I train at home, lift in pounds. I don't find it being a big deal. Really no difference to me. A weight is a weight. I still use this silly first aid tape. I mean, I know there's a lot of fancier tapes out there, but for me, this just is it's what I like. It feels good. It's comfortable. Now, I do have to change it a couple times, which is kind of a pain, but it's just what I like to use and what I've stuck to. I've tried some other tapes, and this is just what feels best. So I usually do like 3 here, 95, 2 or 3 at 135 pounds, of course, and then like 70 kilos. I'll try to keep it close to what kilos are, so like 155, then I'll go 80, 176. So I guess the end goal here, about 105 kilos, 230, was that 1 pounds? But that'll be the goal. I'm really thinking about trying to keep it close past my knees. That's what works for me. One of the big things I struggle with when it's hot out and I'm sweating a lot is just grit, especially on the snatch. Not so much the clean, but on the snatch. That's why I usually turn the AC on, but it's good practice. Just got to make sure I chalk up. That's really it. Wipe off any sweat that may drip on the bar. This is 135. Gotta finish a little better there. That's better. Elbow's feeling pretty good. I feel a little bit, but nothing too bad. This is 55, so about 70 kilos. I'll do 2 here. That was better. Just gotta stay tight. really the whole thing here is you should be doing a lot of thinking, not too much, but should be focused on what you're doing. Oh, good. Right, if you're on your phone, not really focused, it's going to lead to some just inconsistency, missing some opportunity to get better. That's it. It's not supposed to be perfect, but you should be focused every time on getting better, and that adds up if you do that over time. 76 pounds. See how it feels. Probably just do one here, but we'll see. You can already feel kind of the tape slipping a little bit. That's what happens, but again, it doesn't take too much trouble to just switch it after this. Go through quite a bit of tape, but it is what it is. Oh. This is 90 kilos, 198 pounds. This will just be hopefully a 1. See, that's a big thing. Got to pull the knee sleeves up first, then chalk. Otherwise, you get sweat all over it. Nice. So that was 90. 95 is like 209, but I can't get the 209, so I just do 210. This one will just be a 1. Made that same mistake, see? A little slow there, but make that correction on the next one. Just think about keep it close past the knees. Oh, good. That was excellent. Yeah, that was probably my best one so far today. So go up to 105, 231, and hopefully that'll be the last one. All right. This is 105, so 231. This is actually a little above 90% for me, but we'll see how it goes. Try to just do the same thing I did last time. The last one was my best rep of the day. I always like to hopefully end on a good note. Keep it close. Oh. Yeah, pretty good. See, though I even felt my thumb tape slipping a little bit on that rep. So like when it's hot out like that, definitely have to make sure I'm changing it a little bit more often. I felt it beforehand, but I was just a little lazy. I want to just get it done. So something to keep in mind going forward though. But it was a good day on the snatches, no misses. Felt like it got better as I got up to my last few reps. So now we'll go on to clean and jerk. We'll see how the elbow feels for the clean and jerk. That's usually where it bothers me a little bit more. So we'll see. But I have a sleeve that I can throw on. Makes it feel a little bit better. But clean and jerk's up next. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you get a little bit of insight on just what you should be thinking about when you're going through your training session. That's all I'm saying is what I would normally say to myself in my head. All right, I'm just saying it out loud. But these are kind of some of the thoughts that I'm thinking about going through my training session. So I know it's kind of hypocritical for me to say since I'm using my phone and filming. But get off your phone, and when you're not doing a rep, you should be making sure that you know you're in the right mindset and thinking about the right things to help you improve. Okay, those in-session adjustments that you make from rep to rep are really valuable because you're not going to make every rep the same. And so that ability to make the correction, okay, from rep to rep is really valuable. And that's what makes a good lifter. Anybody can have a good day and get lucky, but the lifters that are consistent and then they can make the adjustments when needed are the ones that long term are going to have the most success. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe. really appreciate it. Hope to put out some more content like this again. My first microphone died because it wasn't fully charged. But I realized I need to wear a hat because I can't put the microphone here, obviously, when I'm doing clean and jerk. So we'll see how it goes with that hat on. I already did 135. This is 155. I throw on the sleeve. Elbow's bugging me a little bit. Not too bad, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, this is 185. I really, this week is like meat week. I'm not doing meat, but it's meat week. And obviously at this point, you're not making many changes. But I think, when people are going through their regular training, they don't focus enough on what they need to fix. Okay, it's just going through the motions. If you go through the motions in weightlifting, you're not going to get better, right? If you want to get better at weightlifting, regardless of whether you just started or you do it for a while, you have to be really critical of yourself, right? Because the smallest changes will make a big difference. And that takes time and repetition, right? It's not going to happen overnight, one session. It's going to be weeks and months of repetitions focusing on that thing, for a lot of us until we get better. This is 215. I'll throw a belt on after this. Go 215, 245, 265, 285 will be the jumps, I think. But we'll kind of see how this one goes. Something people don't really talk a lot about. So I lost some weight, and it's affected how many holes that I put my belt on. I moved over one a little tighter, but two, it's affected my squat. I feel like I'm squatting a little bit lower, and it's been kind of a little bit of an adjustment, and that just takes time because your body's different, and so I'm hitting different spots that I normally wouldn't hit. So still getting used to it, but it's starting to feel better. I feel like I'm definitely getting lower in my squat. I think that's just the weight loss. This is 245. Okay, hopefully this is 265, and then we'll go up and hit 285. Something on the clean to think about too. So many people catch the bar so high. It's like, honestly, it's like a power clean and a front squat. We want to get down and literally we're receiving that bar just before we hit the bottom, and then we bounce up. And that makes it a lot easier because one, it's going to make the squat easier. You're not doing a front squat. But two, you don't have to get the bars high. So when you want to power clean and squat, that bar's got to get up here, right? A lot higher than if we're receiving it at the bottom of our squat. And when it gets heavy, you're just not going to, you're going to squat clean more than you power clean. So work on really getting and catching that bar right before you hit the bottom of your squat. All right. This is 265. So we'll do this and then we'll go up. One more. All right, this is 285. Hopefully, it'll be the last one of the day. But feeling good. Elbow's bugging me a little bit, but my meat week, we're not trying to. I always tend to play it a little bit on the lighter side. I don't, especially on the clean and jerk. I don't need to feel on the clean and jerk a heavy weight. And to be honest, it just kind of, it wrecks me a lot more than a snatch. But on the snatch, I like to feel a little heavier weight. So it's really, personal preference. But I'll play it here a little lighter. This is 85%, and we'll call it there. Move on to back squats. Almost dumped the chalk bucket. Not my best jerk of the day, but the clean was a lot better. So we'll take it. But now, move on to some just light singles on the squat, back squat. It's got some singles here in the back squat. I wasn't really going to record this, but a few things that I've been personally just working on is I brought my grip in. So I used to squat wide grip. This could also be why my elbows bug me a little bit, but I brought my hands in just to really, it helps me feel a little tighter, especially at the bottom. But too, I'm thinking about bracing, and then like right before I hit the bottom of the squat, I'm thinking up, and I'm driving not my legs, my back into the bar. Okay, and that really helps me. It's helped me from that little chest drop out of the bottom and have a more upright squat coming up. Right, so here it is. This is like 80%, 370. Nothing crazy today. We're working 6 singles, 80 to 85. Did another single at 370, and then this is 83%, 382. So we'll do 2 singles here, and then we'll go up to about 391 and do 2 singles at that weight. Yeah, this would be my first single. It was 85%, 391 pounds. We hadn't, the goal of this cycle wasn't really heavy squatting. So I think 2 weeks ago I was able to hit 205 kilos, which is about 10 pounds under the heaviest I've hit, or 5 kilos, whatever it is, that I've hit lately. So it's pretty good for not having a lot of volume in the, intensity in the back squat or the front squat. So, but it's been good because it paid off on the snatch and the clean and jerk. So this will be a rep 1. It felt pretty good.